After the years spent together, just hold on. I'm thinking this might be forever. We've torn down all of the walls in front of us, unspoken. All the ideas grown within us. Itma tries to make it better, transforming the world is a pleasure. So Itma won't stop to get a smile out of you and surprises you.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Itma virtual studio. First of all, a round of applause for Gigi McFarlane with her song Transforming the World of Textiles, which is also the theme for Itma 2023. Welcome to this virtual event. We're live on Facebook and YouTube. So first of all, if you've got any comments or questions, you can leave them in the comments or question box on YouTube and Facebook. If you'd like to hear the song again, it's going to be available from the Itma website and all social channels, including YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Spotify, and many more. So you can listen to that at your leisure. We're delighted to see so many of you joining us today. And first of all, I'd like to find out, where are you from? So let me know in the comments field, where are you from? Let's see who we've got around the world. Itma, if you don't know, is the largest international textile and garment technology exhibition, and it's taking place in Milan in 2023. All right, let's take a look. So we're getting some comments through here. I can see that we've got people from Singapore. We've got Ma'an in Barcelona, although she says it's Barcelona. It might be quite early on in the morning, I guess, in Barcelona. Or maybe she's had too much coffee. Finally, just talking about what's coming up, you're going to hear from CEMATEC's president, Mr. Ernesto Maurer, and you're also going to meet CEMATEC's 9 national associations and Itma Services, who are the organizer of Itma 2023. So all those questions, all those things you've been wondering about Itma in Milan, we're going to answer. All right, let's get on with today's program. Please welcome CEMATEC's president, Mr. Ernesto Maurer.
I'd like to extend a very warm welcome to the virtual launch of Itma 2023 to all of you. It is a very important Itma that will be held in Milan in 2023, because we can then again physically meet and be in a physical place together. After Barcelona in 2019, that was a record show where so many visitors and exhibitors were present, we really strive to have an equally important show in Milan. Transforming the world of textile is also the theme for the next Itma in Milan. But this includes not only innovative materials and the digitalization, but it is also the very high importance of sustainability. And above all, we all want to put a lot of effort in that. But beside of that, we also have prepared for you a virtual platform that is available 24/7. So whatever might happen, you have a possibility to meet and greet your customers, your exhibitors at the same time, as I said, 24/7. And that is something that really gives us assurance that whatever will happen in the next years, we will be present with a very innovative Itma. So therefore, I invite you to check the websites on a constant basis so that you see what will happen in Milan. And I'm looking forward to seeing you there physically. And I am really happy that all of you will be there.
And we're back. I think there might have been another video from what I remember in my sheet, which we were going to play, but let's go to the polling time. So can we share the polling slide, please? If you've got a phone, you can use a QR code and basically take a picture of the QR code that's on the screen. If you don't, you can go to Mentimeter. There you go, there's the poll. So this makes it super easy. Just go to your camera app, click over the QR code, and you'll be straight to the poll. We've got a couple of questions for you. And we've also got an Amazon gift card giveaway later on as well. So let's start with the first question on the polling. And that is, I'm struggling to read what the first question is here. So first of all, I apologize. I'm going to have to update these notes. But let's talk about that first question. Imagine I do know what the question is. And then we're going to go on to look at what people are saying in that poll. So whilst that's happening, I'll tell you a little bit more about Itma. Okay, I found the polling questions. I apologize, everybody. So let's talk about the polling. What do you find is the most interesting feature at Itma? Is it A, live machinery demonstrations? Is it B, complete textile and garment value chain? C, launching pad for new products? Or D, participation by manufacturers and brand owners only, no resellers? So that's the first polling question. Okay, Eileen, I'm just going to put your comment on the screen. So Eileen is saying we haven't got the poll. So basically, if we put that back on the screen, we're not seeing the results. Maybe we'll come back to that. Okay, you can't open the poll, so we can't test it. I understand what you're saying. Well, I'm just going to keep waffling on like Alan Partridge, and we'll get through it. But yeah, basically, you can't open that today because you're using it tomorrow. The second polling question, is it necessary to have an alternative online sourcing platform for the industry in addition to the physical exhibition, which happens only once every 4 years? We are in interesting times where everything's moved online, but maybe I shouldn't influence your answer to that question. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's have a look at what's coming up at CEMATEX. And I'm guessing that's the video that's missing, is it, Paul?
That's correct.
Yeah, okay. So, wow, I'm certainly looking forward to CEMATEX 20. I'm certainly looking forward to ITMA 2023 and seeing more about this fantastic exhibition. Next, we've got the live Q&A. So don't forget, on social media, on Facebook and YouTube, all you need to do is comment to ask your question, and we'll put those to our expert panel. But without further ado, I'd like to introduce Charles Bedouin, who is the ITMA... Oh, don't worry, I will practice these. I'd like to introduce Charles Bedouin, who is the chairman of the ITMA Services Board and CEO and owner of Van der Wheeler. Welcome, Charles. I'd also like to bring on our other panelists. So we have Alex Zucchi, who is the president of ASIMIT, the Association of Italian Textile Machinery Manufacturers. Welcome, Alex. And Regina Bruckner, ITMA Services Board member and managing director and owner of the Bruckner Group, along with Oscar Ruiz, president, AMEC, Amtex, Spanish Textile Machinery Association. Welcome to the panel, first of all. Charles, I'd like to start with you. What are you excited about at ITMA 2023? And then I've got various questions here, which I'm going to chat with the panel members whilst we are talking. Don't need a board. Okay, we can go through the script and just improve it in a little while. So I'm going to chat, I'm going to ask various questions, and then I'm also going to refer to the polling results. So if I just scroll back up to the polling. So let's say that people said the best thing. First of all, let's talk about the first question. So what do you find is the most interesting feature at ITMA? It seems like most people are interested in launching Oh, there we go. I can't actually read that, by the way. Just that's another point that I would make. I can see A, B, C, D, I guess. So most people seem to be saying live machinery demonstrations and complete textile and garment value chain. What do you think about that, Charles? All right, so we've had a chat. I'm going to come towards the end of that panel. You're going to be telling me as well about the timing. And I've got some suggested questions here. Obvious one. The pandemic has impacted business. What is most important for you that's changed? Actually, I might reword that. The pandemic has impacted pretty much everybody's business. Has that been a challenge or an opportunity for you, Alex? Various other questions. Question on sustainability, on digital future. And then I'm coming towards the end of this panel. You've told me that I've got a minute or whatever else. So now I'm going to go to the thanks at the end. Well, thank you so much to our panel members. Thank you for taking the time to answer everybody's question. And don't forget, if you want to interact more with Itma over the coming months, you can do that here on social media. All right, next up, we've got the Itma 2023 launch video. I'm really excited to find out more about transforming the world of textiles. Well, there's still lots of exciting news on Itma 2023, or are we stopping there?
Do you want to keep going, or?
Okay. There's just me ending it, really, and then you go into the closing. So we're pretty much there, aren't we?
Can I just check for the StreamYard, right? How do you actually turn off the audio? Because I couldn't.
So you could turn off StreamYard's audio. You can go to the tab, which is at the top, that says StreamYard on your browser, and right-click it. And you can click on silence the site.
Mute tab, you mean?
Yep, mute tab.
Okay. Okay. Got it. Yep. Okay. Okay, first, Paul, I think the Cimatex video has already been sent to you. Cimatex special.
Yeah, I was not sure which one was it. I'm going to play it right now just to check. It's
Yep,
that
that's right.
one, right? Okay,
That's
got it.
There's only one video missing, and that's the launch video. Every other video that we need to give you has been given to you. Okay, that's one the comments I have. Ralph, for Charles Baldwin, right? You said that he's a chairman of Itma Services. There's no need to say the word board. So you said that he's the chairman of Itma Services board, right? So it's just chairman of Itma Services. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just literally taking it from your document, which is in there.
So that means it has not been updated. Okay.
But to be honest, I'm going to go back through this and put it into a format that I can read more easily. It's great. I'm not criticizing it, but I'm just saying I'll put it into my own format.
It should have been updated. Maybe we missed that out. Yeah. Let us just send you an updated.
I will just remove it from the.
Ralph, are you looking at the EN3 version?
Yeah.
Because I'm looking at mine. It doesn't have the word bot now.
So I'll show you where I'm looking, because this might be where the confusion is. So this is the Google Drive folder that we sent you, which is the client folder. But you've also got your own virtual launch folder. So maybe if it's, I don't think it's in there though. That was to do with graphics. But yeah, this is the one that you uploaded. and that's what I was using. Which, when I scroll down, well, I was there a minute ago. Here,
We can see the word, Rolf.
yeah. Oh, you can't see. To share
Yeah,
again. It's in there anyway. In the one.
yeah,
that
it's
I've got.
in there. I will just remove it from the Google Drive.
Christine, my version doesn't have it. I don't know whether we are looking at the same things. Okay. And then Ralph, Alex Zuki is from Archie Meat.
Archie Meat. Thank you.
And remember, it's Regina, not Regina.
Yeah, I had to correct myself. I will practice these names more.
Right.
Archie Meat. Got it.
Okay. So Paul, just to understand it correctly, your stingers will come out every time after the end of a video, or every time before you put Ralph back on?
That is really up to you. You can choose whether you want Ralph to appear right after the video has played, or you want to play the stinger. Playing it has the benefit of having Ralph know when he's coming up in the screen, since it provides an audio cue. But otherwise, I can just warn him on the chat, 30 seconds left, 10 seconds left. So really up to you.
No, I'm just thinking because our video has like I said earlier, the Itma logo with the dates at the end. And then
it might be redundant if we play the stinger afterwards.
It's going to be too repetitive if you have the stinger every time
absolutely.
at the end of the video. Yep.
Then
can we do one run where okay, the first part has got two videos, right? After Ernesto, the president's video, that it should be followed by the ISNB organizers video, right? Can we run that in full, just so that I want to see right at the end of the video, because you can't forward it, right? Or can you start somewhere behind, somewhere towards the end of that ISNB video?
I think the other thing, Paul, is you could glue those, because they came in overnight. Normally we would have edited those all together, so it was one block, because you saw me very briefly, or at least I saw me.
Yeah.
But that isn't going to happen on the day. The reason for that is obviously we've only just seen some of these videos because they've come in because of the time zone difference. So we'll just edit those together, and then that will play in one block.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, that'll be safer, right?
Yep.
Smart. Yes.
Otherwise, I might be sipping my cup of tea or something. Be like,
yeah.
Hi. So we've had some things in here. Eileen, just on YouTube, I could see all the comments on YouTube and Facebook, and you're right, I didn't take any questions from the audience. I think partly because the panel wasn't really a panel, so I was just kind of waffling, filling time. But yeah, I will take questions from the audience. And when I asked where everybody was from, Pol was actually putting people on the screen, which was great for me. Pol, one less thing for me to worry about. And yeah, questions as well, probably the same thing.
Sorry, so Paul is the one that is putting the...
Maybe with the questions, I'll pick the questions. Let's do it that way, because I'll kind of know what I want to pose.
Okay. Shall we, do we need to do one more round to make sure that we have the right videos at the right time? Or?
Yep. I've stitched those two together, so if you want, we can play them entirely.
Okay. Yep. Why don't we try that one more time, and then we just run through, and Ralph, we try to get the names right. And Christine, we can't do the poll right today because you've set it for 28. Christine?
We actually can, because I was testing it with my phone. I'm not sure whether the holding slide have the right QR code. I'm checking it now. Because if I use the QR code that I have on my computer, it's working very well.
Excuse me. I hate to be that guy, but I have another call at 8, so which is in 20 minutes time. So if we can crack on, that would be great.
Okay, so if we played the whole thing, it's 5 minutes long. So I think we better just play the beginning of the first one, then I'll play the beginning of the second one, and then we'll move on to Rob.
Okay. Safina, the holding slide, I think we need to change the QR code is wrong.
And also, when I get to that stage, one of the first things that I want to do is kind of hold up my phone, but it wasn't available, I noticed, so that threw me just a little bit. If you could just be ready when we get to that part of the script, because the first thing it's natural to say is about the QR code.
We will get it.
So Achi meet, Sema text.
Sorry, the holding slide for the QR code is with Paul or is with us?
Paul. It's Paul there. Look.
It's with Paul, but we will update and put into Google Drive right now.
But so Paul, once we get to the poll link, you will need to put the QR code up first, yeah? Not
as soon as Ralph mentions it, I'll put the holding slide with the QR for 5 to 10 seconds.
Yep.
Sure. Let me just check something.
I'd like
for Safina and Christine, could you update the call sheet? Could you just check the links in the call sheet? Because every step is linked to the right file. So you said you were going to change the holding slide or one of the slides. It's just worth checking that call sheet because it's in a moment of panic. Let's put it that way. That's what Paul is looking at. Not that he panics, but that's where he's going.
I would do a test before the event also.
Okay, so for when Ralph is speaking by himself on screen, do we want any logos to go on screen?
Not virtual launch. That is too distracting.
Just the logo.
Yes, the logo.
So okay, just the logo.
Could you put it on the top right corner?
It's got virtual launch added to it though. We need a version without it if we want it.
Yeah, do the version without it, but on the top right corner.
Okay, we need to get a version like that. But
so Matt-Anne, can you make a note to ask Bill?
Yeah, no problem.
Perfect. All right, let's go. I like the countdown. Really good.
No, the countdown. By the way, I think we need to put in the word seconds, right? It's just numbers right now. Or it's obvious.
It was obvious to me, but yeah, I don't know. It's up to you.
Yeah. So Safina, maybe you need to put the word seconds below the numbers.
Okay, I'll add the seconds in.
Okay, we'll get cracking. You ready, Rob? Okay,
I'm ready.
Perfect.
Hold on. After the years spent together, just hold on. I'm thinking this might be forever. We've torn down all of the walls in front of us unspoken. All the ideas grown within us. Itma tries to make
Hello and welcome to the Itma 2023 virtual launch. And first of all, a round of applause for Gigi McFarlane with that fantastic song, Transforming the World of Textiles, which is also the theme for Itma 2023. If you'd like to hear the song again, you can find it on all Itma social channels, from Instagram to Spotify and Apple Podcasts. So welcome to the Itma 2023 virtual launch. My name is Ralph Cochrane, and today we've got a packed agenda for you. But one of the first things I'd like to draw your attention to is if you've got a question for our panel, we are live. You can ask your question either on Facebook or YouTube in the comments section. And my first question to all of you, where are you from? Where are you joining us from today? Let's see how wide the Itma community goes around the world. And if you're joining us for the first time and you're wondering, what is Itma all about? It's the world's largest international textile and garment technology exhibition. It's taking place in Milan in 2023, and we're going to tell you a lot more about what you can expect. So in today's program, we're going to hear from CIMATEC's president, Mr. Ernesto Maurer, and CIMATEC's 9 national associations and Itma Services, who are the organisers of Itma 2023. You'll also get to meet 4 fantastic panellists who will be taking your questions. And we're going to show you for the very first time the Itma 2023 launch video. So first of all, let's see where you all are in the world. So I can see here we've got somebody from Italy. I wonder if Vanetta's in Milan. Let's put her on screen. Good morning to you, Vanetta. Also, Eileen in Singapore. So already we're finding people from across the world. That's one of the wonderful things about the Itma community. Well, let's get today's program underway. Please welcome CIMATEC's president, Mr. Ernesto Maurer.
I'd like to extend a very warm welcome to the virtual launch of Itma 2023 to all of you. It is a very important Itma that will be held in Milan in 2023, because we can then again physically meet and be in a physical place together.
How many Itmas have you?
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm looking forward to returning to Milan for the food, the culture, maybe the music, and of course, for Itma 2023. Well, I hope you've enjoyed meeting some of the members of Itma who are making this such a big success. But before we get to the panel, I'd like to just bring up a poll and get your feedback. So the way that you can interact with the poll is to pick up your phone, turn on the camera app if you don't already know, and hover over this QR code that's on the screen, and that'll enable you to take part in the poll. If you don't know, if your camera app doesn't recognize the QR code, you can also go to the link that's in the comments section, mentimeter.com. Let's start with the first question. What do you find is the most interesting feature at Itma? Is it A, live machinery demonstrations, B, complete textile and garment value chain, C, a launch pad for new products, or D, participation by manufacturers and brand owners only, no resellers? So just whilst you're doing that, let me tell you a little bit more about Itma. There's a new website that's launched a couple of days ago. You can go there and find out about the community. You can join in the discussion. And there's also a couple of news sections as well that are well worth listening to. So one of the things for those of you watching right now in this practice is I will have looked at your website and come up with a few more things to say, maybe the podcast as well. All right, let's go to the second question. Is it necessary to have an alternative online sourcing platform for the industry in addition to the physical exhibition, which takes place every 4 years? So I guess we are in these interesting times of everybody being online, but I don't want to influence your answer. So that's the poll question number 2. And whilst we're waiting for the results of that poll, let's have a look at what people are saying in the comments. So first of all, Eileen says she's from Germany. And she also says, Paul, you've used the wrong video. And we've got Sylvia here who's telling me that it's a good speech. I certainly hope it's a bit better on the day. I need a few more bits of information, but thank you, Sylvia. So I think we've got the results of the poll, which we are going to show. Sorry, Paul, I think I've given you a bad steer there. We're actually going to show them in a second. So we're going to move on to the Sematex special. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Sematex special.
How many Itmas have you attended?
I have attended 2 Itma.
Well, now we've got the live panel. I'd like to welcome our 4 panelists to the stage. And don't forget, if you've got a question, you can ask in the comments on either YouTube or Facebook, or maybe both. No, that will mess with your mind if you're watching the live stream twice. So first up, we've got Charles Bedouin, who is the chairman of Itma Services and also the CEO and owner of Vanderwheeler. Welcome, Charles. We've also got Alex Zucchi, president of Acimit, the Association of Italian Textile Machinery Manufacturers. Alex, it's great to see you. And of course, Italy is going to be the host nation for the next Itma conference. Also, I'd like to welcome Regina Bruckner, who is from the Itma Services Board. She's a member and managing director of the Bruckner Group. Of course, the Itma Services Board are the organizing committee for Itma 2023. And we've got Oscar Ruiz. Welcome, Oscar, who is the president of AMEC Amtex, the Spanish Textile Machinery Association. So welcome to all of our panelists. It's great to see you. The first question I've got for you, I mean, kind of the elephant in the room. We're living in really interesting, I'll put it like that, interesting times. Is that a challenge or an opportunity for you? Maybe I'll start with you, Regina. And then I'll ask various other questions. This time, Eileen, I am going to come to the comments on YouTube or Facebook. And Itma Services is the organizer of Itma 2023, not the Itma Services Board. Okay, got that. I will make sure that I don't give Regina all of the credit. Has anybody else got a question for me? I'm going to make one up. So we've got a question from Ma'an in Barcelona. She would like to know, Alex, what kind of things can we expect in Milan in 2023? And then I'll hopefully have lots more questions that I can ask. I've also got some questions that the team have given me here. So one of the questions is for Charles. Do you see textile manufacturers as slow adopters of digital technologies? I might reword these a little bit because, yeah, I guess it's not offensive, but I guess it's kind of, I'm being a little bit negative with that question. So I might reword them if that's okay. So I would say something like, how quickly have textile manufacturers adopted digital technologies, or something like that. Eileen has got a question. Let's just put her on screen. Eileen's got a question from Singapore. She's saying, what is the top trend do you expect to see for the industry by 2023? And Regina, let's ask you first of all. All right, then we move through, and then I'm going to come towards the end, take Eileen back off the screen. Sorry, Paul, I'll let you do your job. Let's put Christine on as well. So Christine says, do you think virtual events will replace physical events in the near future, and how will that affect Itma? Lovely dogs, Christine, as well. All right, thank you very much to our panelists. Fantastic interaction there from everybody online. And the next up, I lost my place, I apologize. So thank you to the panel for answering all of those questions, and we're looking forward to seeing you at Itma 2023. So next up, I know it's the moment you've been waiting for. It's the Itma 2023 launch video. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's session. There's still lots of exciting news on ITMA 2023 to come. So please do check out the new website. This is the point. It would also be good if we had a view of the website, maybe from you, Christine, or one of the other people in the studio, but we can talk about that afterwards. On the screen now, you're looking at the newly launched ITMA 2023 website. You'll notice some new sections, particularly around innovation and the supply chain. And we've also got various other social media channels, which, as I said earlier, I will have a little bit. There we go. Lovely. So this is the new ITMA 2023 website. You can register on there. You can join the community. And of course, you can follow us here on Facebook and YouTube as well. Most importantly, you can reserve your space for ITMA 2023. That opens on the 3rd of March, so not long to wait. In order to be first, try and get the best space. Please visit itma.com for any more information, and don't forget to book early. Well, that's it for our program today. Thank you for taking part in the poll. I actually haven't talked about the Amazon gift card, which seems to have mysteriously disappeared from my notes. But if you want to take part in the Amazon giveaway, you need to post, here we go, it's a bit further down, I think. You need to post on social media and mention various hashtags. Maybe we can talk about this at the end. But that's it from me in the virtual ITMA 2023 studio. And don't forget, if you've got any more questions, you can ask us online. Yeah, I've just realized that the Amazon thing was a bit lower down. I'll change that.
Raf, we will have an update for you on the Amazon thing, because we are now going to open the contest on Facebook only in February, the first week of Feb. Raf, we will have an update for you on the Amazon thing, because we are now going to open the contest on Facebook only in February, the first week of Feb. Raf, we will have an update for you.
I think that's the YouTube effect, isn't it, or Facebook?
Yep, I thought I was hearing myself 3 times, but okay, I've muted that. So
sorry, that's how you need to treat men anyway. We need telling 3 times, so you're fine. Yeah, no, I'm gonna redo this. So if you've got an update, just let me know, or if you don't want me to talk about it because it's coming later, that's fine.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, and that holding slide for we be right back, right? That one is only for if there's any technical issue, so we won't be seeing that slide at all.
No, not at all. Oh, and one question about the videos. Is the one that goes after the address by Mr. Ernesto the one named number 3 ISNV in the client? Okay, got it.
The videos are numbered in the sequence that they should appear. So Gigi McFarlane is number 1, then Ernesto, the president's video is number 2, and then you just need to find number 3, and and so on and so forth. Yeah.
Yep.
But we will go through the call sheet to make sure that the links are correct.
I would, because I've got to jump in a minute, but I would suggest we have another
I think
tomorrow.
so too.
Yes.
Okay, I think Christine, we need to update their call sheet as well, because the call sheets. I think we need to look at the call sheet. Okay, all right. That's all. I think we have a tech check as well, right? Okay. Thanks, Raf. We will
All right.
meet again tomorrow. Ma-En, could you help us to set that up, please? For the meeting tomorrow?
Yeah, sure. At what time?
We can we're going to have to do a similar time, or kind of, yeah, we'll figure it out. We can talk to because I'm just, if I look at my calendar, let's actually just do it right now because it's easier, isn't it? What time are you free on the Itma side?
Today's timing will be good, actually. Oh, hang on. Oh, no. 4 o'clock our time, 9 o'clock, which is 8 o'clock your time, is it, in the UK?
Yeah, that's a little bit better for me. Yeah, that's great. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll set that up.
Paul,
Mhm.
Christine, will we be getting our launch video today? Because I want to make sure that we have all the videos in place. And Paul, we want to run through one round as if we're the real deal. So can everybody please lock in your time accordingly?
Definitely.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I'm getting Kit to finalize by today. Just as long as our side say yes, she can proceed. But I think that we have change of voiceover, so
Okay,
might have
hang on.
some delay.
Okay, then the QR code, etc., everything must be up. Tomorrow has to be Paul. Tomorrow I want to see the actual, as if we're running the actual event. Okay.
So the entire videos.
Yeah, just run the
Okay, yep,
entire video.
absolutely.
Yeah, or you can just let this Raf know. Just let's just run through it one round so that we get it right.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you very
you.
much. Take care.
Bye.
Okay.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.